A dark, empty path. It can trigger feelings of fear. Your heart races. You feel short of breath. It's perfectly natural. But what if those symptoms come on for no apparent reason? Panic attacks have long been known to affect adults. But I want you to meet Lindsay Marble. It took several doctors before she realized she was suffering from an anxiety disorder. That's not unusual because it's often difficult to diagnose. What is unusual is that Lindsay is just 8 years old.
I'm scared of a lot of stuff and I have anxiety.
How much do you think you worry?
Constantly, yeah, mostly like 100%.
How does that make you feel?
Bad, like that. I'm sad at myself.
Lindsay's fears haunt her day and night. Her panic prevents her from going to sleep.
Mom, come here.
She has gotten out of bed and gone into the hallway. She is pleading with her parents to come and help her.
Mom, I need you.
Lindsay is not just another child who doesn't want to go to bed. She has a serious anxiety disorder that has spiraled out of control. She cannot stay in bed for more than a few moments. Here, in a span of just minutes, she gets up again and again, compulsively, as many as 7 times in the same night. She is actually convinced that she's going to be hurt or abducted.
I cannot go to sleep. I can't. I have to get out of bed.
At just 8 years old, Lindsay is one of the youngest children in the country officially diagnosed with something called separation anxiety and panic disorder.
Mommy!
It's basically the feeling that you would have if you were really in intense danger. And the difference with panic is that there's really no actual threat there, but your body is reacting as if there is a threat.
Donna Pincus, a therapist at the Center for Anxiety Disorders in Boston, says experts are only now realizing that anxiety disorders, including panic disorder, strike an astounding 10% of America's children under 18. And what parents may have long thought was simply difficult childhood behavior, refusing to go to bed, eating certain foods, could well be the sign of serious anxiety, like here in Lindsay's case. She actually thinks eating the popcorn could kill her.
I don't want to. I just didn't.
Okay. Relax. All right.
Lindsay had her first panic attack one night last year after watching a frightening television program about a family trapped by fire. Lindsay says she literally thought she was having a heart attack. Her parents called an ambulance. With her parents present for the interview, she told us about it.
And all of a sudden, it felt like a knife went through my heart.
What did you think was going to happen to you?
I was going to die.
You thought you were going to die? From the fire or from your panic? Oh, sweetie.
Panic attacks or other anxiety disorders can be inherited by children biologically, or they can sometimes be brought on by trauma. But according to surprising new research, they can also be literally contagious, absorbed by children simply from observing the anxious behavior of those around them.
If a parent gets very, very anxious in certain situations or sees a spider and produces a lot of fear in the parent, children learn from their parents.
Lindsay is trapped by her growing fears. It's not clear what caused her panic disorder, but her world shrinks as each fear constricts her more and more. It started with going to bed, then it was eating. Now she's afraid to swim. She used to even dive underwater to pick up rings at the bottom of the pool. Now she fears she'll have a panic attack underwater.
I'm afraid I just can't come up for air. I'm afraid I'm either going to drown.
And from the moment the school bus drops her off down the street, Lindsay is overwhelmed by irrational fears.
My house is down the street. I look and then I run really quick because I feel like something's coming at me and stuff. People are kidnapping me or killing me. I'm afraid someone's going to shoot me.
When you're feeling scared and you come home and your mom says, "It's okay, honey, you're not going to be kidnapped. It's not going to happen," what do you think?
It is going to happen.
We're basically prisoners in our own house.
Lindsay's parents, Nancy and Mike Marble, say they too feel trapped by Lindsay's panic disorder, which is often triggered by her fears of being separated from them.
It's hard. If I'm in the kitchen, she can't go upstairs into her bedroom, sit and read a book, or do a video, or watch TV. She has to be on the same level with me.
And you look her in the eyes, it's kind of like a glossy look in her eyes, and she is like terrified. And you try to tell her, and you get right in her face and tell her and talk to her. And it kind of just goes one ear out the other.
Just the kind of behavior that Pincus says should send up a red flag.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hey,
How are you doing?
good.
Lindsay tried psychotherapy, but continued to suffer from panic attacks. They went to Boston University's Center for Anxiety Disorder, where children are now being treated with exposure therapy, a treatment previously used only on adults. This therapy forces a patient to face and cope with their fear.
I looked down the street.
We went to visit Lindsay after she started her therapy last summer, and what we saw after only a few weeks was a noticeable difference. By following the program, Lindsay was able to overcome her urge to get out of bed repeatedly every night.
I went to sleep with the closet door closed.
For Lindsay, avoiding her fears had only made them loom larger, but by simply facing them head-on the old-fashioned way, Lindsay was cured of her debilitating anxiety. When we met with her after the program, she wasn't just facing her fears. In most cases, the fear was gone. I'm going to list a couple of things that you used to be afraid of, and you tell me if you're afraid of them now. Being upstairs when your mom was downstairs. Are you still afraid of that?
No.
How about the popcorn?
Nope.
Nope. Swimming?
Nope.
Sleeping at night?
Nope.
How would you describe Lindsay from 6 months ago?
She was petrified. She was scared to do tons and tons of stuff. And now the new Lindsay could do like all the stuff that she couldn't do before.